the shithead at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Kawhi at this point is like, God, it's like, man, if I was Kawhi, shit, I couldn't be on Kawhi's team, bro. I'd be talking shit. I'm like, bro, man, you do all this low management, but you fucking stay hurt.
do you feel like Ty Lue is in the hot seat this season?
Hell yeah.
And why so? Because I don't feel like it's his fault.
It is his fault in the sense where he lets his players run the damn team.
But you gotta understand, Josh, it's not like the NFL, man. This is a star-driven league. The stars run this.
But exactly though, shit, they're gonna watch. They're gonna be like, yo, man, let's get Steve Nash.
And back to Kyrie. Let's talk about Kyrie too, bro. We rambling, but let's talk about Kyrie too.
Hey, look, man, we talking. It's okay, we talking.
Yeah. All right, I'm speaking of Kyrie since we own Kyrie right now. Is Kyrie uncoachable though?
No, it's not that he's not uncoachable. I just think that he needs somebody who's strong-willed, and so far, the only I really think he'll do well under Greg Popovich.
Man, hell no.
But Popovich ain't coaching no more. I think he would have. I think he needs somebody who had an ego themselves as a coach.
The only success he ever had was with Ty Lue and LeBron.
Yeah, but remember LeBron, LeBron was the man on that team. Like Kyrie, that's why Kyrie left. Kyrie wanted to be the man.
Yeah, but he also said he left because he felt like LeBron was stat padding. And this is what I heard too, though. At the time, during they got swept by the Warriors, I believe. Well, no, they got beat in 5 games by the Warriors after they lost that finals, I believe. The GM came to them.
They lost. They lost.
But yeah,
5 games, and then they got swept the third time.
Yeah, that was the year Kyrie was there. But going into that offseason, I remember that they presented a trade to them, and that also would push the door out for him too. They were about to trade Kyrie for Eric Bledsoe and Paul George. Do you feel like that would have been a good trade for LeBron at that point?
Yeah, because at that point, I think Paul George would have been I'm not saying he's not a hard worker, but he would have been picking up bad habits from Kawhi. You know what I'm saying? I think he plays most of the season for LeBron, and I think honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. Him, Kevin Love, and LeBron, they won that championship.
Well, it got back to Kyrie, and that's what really made him push. I felt like that would have been a good trade, but I think Kevin Love would have to go too. And I don't think that would have been good because
I think at that point Kevin Love was kind of like
out the door.
They weren't going to trade. He was not the door, but I just think that they were going to keep Kevin Love regardless.
But I think the salary cap. I think because of the salary cap, they would have to let Love go. I think that would have been a bad trade because you let Love go, you losing rebounds in the shot, and I just feel like you get another Hall of Famer in Paul George, but Eric Bledsoe is just a guy. Kyrie Irving is better than Eric Bledsoe, I feel like.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And Eric Bledsoe left Milwaukee, and now he's out of the league, I believe. I don't know. I don't think that. I just kind of like the team that they had, the chemistry, but yeah, ever since then, because I remember they traded for Isaiah Thomas to Cleveland Cavaliers, and that was a disaster.
Oh, yeah, because they thought they would get Isaiah Thomas from the Boston Celtics.
He had one good season. Isaiah Thomas was just a guy, a jag. Just a guy. He's just a guy. Do you think when Kyrie Irving made that statement, we don't need a coach? I already knew Steve Nash got his hands filled right there. I've never heard a player say that.
Yeah, you're right.
Who says that shit though, man? Like, we don't need a coach, me and KD. Like, what the fuck? But, I mean, he can say that because he picked Steve Nash. I mean, they're the best players on the team. So they picked him.
Yeah.
Do you feel like Steve Nash to blame or is
Yeah, hell yeah.
I blame Steve Nash.
Steve Nash, bro, if you watch them, bro, they didn't look like they ran any offensive plays. I was like, what the hell they got going on here?
Facts.
They were in a lot of ISO. I was like, bro, what is going on?
I didn't even see any defensive schemes because against the Boston Celtics series, I felt like Steve Nash really got exposed. It showed me he didn't have a counter for the Celtics. He didn't do any adjustments. There's no way in hell they should have got swept that way like that, man.
Is he still the coach for the Nets?
No, hell no. He's out. He's out.
Oh
They
yeah.
got Vasquez, something his name like that.
Yeah.
He
Okay,
got
okay, I
fired.
remember.
Do you feel like Steve Nash can get a chance at another job, and do you believe he's really a good coach with the X's and O's?
I think now that he learned his lesson, I think he'd be a coach somewhere else.
But
He just needs to go to a team that doesn't have a lot of egos on it.
do you feel like he could handle them easy though? Because that's a lot with Kyrie Irving, man.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I think if
and,
he went to a smaller market team, like if he went to like Minnesota or something like that, I think he'll be fine.
hell no, Minnesota made the playoffs all a couple years though with it. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna blame.
Me personally, I think if he goes to Minnesota, he could turn Minnesota around.
I don't know, man. I'm looking at Steve Nash run play. He don't run plays.
It's that he don't hold on. It's that he don't run plays or the player's not listening.
That's a good question right there. That's debatable. Well, I would like to see him with another team because I felt like LeBron, who was LeBron first head coach, David Bland in Cleveland. I wanted to see David Bland coach some more. I don't see when you get a great player like that and they don't make it, the player gets judged, the coach gets judged.
Yep.
And I don't know with Steve Nash. I can't really see Steve Nash as a bad coach. I got to see him with a team without because, like you said, maybe they feel like, hell, we going to do what we want to do. We fuck Steve Nash.
Basically.
You know, do you feel like he even really had a fair shot, though?
Hell no. The moment they announced Steve Nash as the head coach, I was like, yeah, they ain't winning shit.
Because they knew Steve Nash, because Steve Nash worked with the Warriors and Steve Nash is friends with Kyrie. It seemed like it was nepotism from the get-go.
It was.
And the dude, Sean Marks, played with Steve Nash back in Phoenix.
Yep.
So this is his guy. This is, you know, if you're Dallas, are you gonna give Kyrie Irving the 5-year max, super max?
At this point, you might have no choice because Kyrie's not going to want to sign anywhere unless you give him the supermax, and somebody's going to give him that supermax. You know who'll give him a supermax?
Who?
Sad.
Who?
Pelicans.
I mean, I
can see the Pelicans doing that.
I could, but they got something. They got CJ. They got Brandon Ingram.
But shit, I'll tell you right now, they'll get rid of CJ for Kyrie.
Would they do it for Brandon? Would you do it for Brandon Ingram to get Kyrie and Zion?
No, you might have to keep. But I'm saying this hypothetically if Zion doesn't come back.
Well, I think he already.
See, like, I don't think he was a problem with Luka. I just think that, like, remember I told you, I just think they didn't have enough time to mesh. Like, cause, like, you gave him time to mesh, bro. Shit, go back and watch Shaq and I'm doing terrible right now. Shaq and Kobe, when they first got together, they were terrible. Not that they weren't winning games, it's that the chemistry wasn't there. It takes time, man. Basketball is like football, man, and it's just unique. Like I'm watching this game right now, the Phoenix and the Clippers.
Yeah.
Right now, man, I'm watching these dudes. I'm like, they have chemistry. You know where the guy's going to be on the floor at all times. You know what I'm saying? But when you were the guy for like the last 20, 30 games, that's not a lot. Believe it or not.
First of all, don't you ever compare Kobe and Shaq to these Kyrie?
No. I'm not saying they're the same. I'm just saying I'm talking about like.
And by the way, though, they always made the playoffs, Shaq and Kobe, when they was together. But I look at it like this right here, though, man. First of all, they're not a defensive team, and they're too small, though. They can't stop nobody. Kyrie Irving couldn't make a stop, and Luka damn sure ain't gonna play no defense.
Luka's doing his own load management.
You said what?
I said Luka's doing his own load management.
Yes, he do it on the defensive end. He ain't playing no damn defense. With that being said, too, do you think is Jason Kidd in the hot seat because of this shit? If you blame Jason Kidd for this debacle that happened in Dallas? Because I picked them to make the playoffs.
They might blame him. And I'm gonna tell you who they're gonna want to hire.
Who?
And I wanted to bring this up was Hauser.
Hauser. Okay. Why Hauser? Why do you think they could go with that choice?
Shit. I mean, what he did with fucking Toronto, bro. I'm surprised they even fired him.
No, that's Nick Nurse you talking about.
Nick Nurse. Oh, my bad. Shit. Hauser too. They could go over to Hauser too. Get him from the Bucks, but he's not gonna leave Giannis. But Nick
Nurse.
Mm-hmm. I'm like doing terrible with names today.
Nah, it was good though, bro. I be like that too. Like on the tip of my tongue, but I don't know that shit.
Nick Nurse, man, he can. I tell you right now, Nick Nurse can that team around, bro. I'm getting ready, Jason Kidd for Nick Nurse. I thought it was dumb that the Raptors let him go.
I thought that was ridiculous too. I feel like the roster just ain't good enough, man. I mean,
you got literally Pascal Siakam, and then you have everybody else.
Fred VanVleet is an all-star. He's a solid player.
I like VanVleet. I'm not saying nothing. I just think that the best player on the team is Pascal Siakam, of course.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And their championship run, man, was incredible because Kawhi Leonard.
They just won the championship 4 years ago.
Yeah, like 4 years ago. Well,
but remember, it's what have you done for me lately, man?
Yeah. But he also made the playoffs last year, I believe, a couple years ago. I mean, you know,
they just missed the playoffs, or they just got in the playoffs, right?
They made the playoffs in the bubble. They got swept, I believe, but hey, they're just not a good team. Like the team ain't that great, you know.
They only blame the coaches when it's like, God damn, I ain't got no talent, bro.
Yeah, I mean, no star wants to stay in Toronto long term. Chris Bosh left, T-Mac left, Kawhi Leonard left.
It's not that long term, bro. I just think you just need, if you could get somebody.
They got a championship though, man.
You get talent around you, bro. But we all knew that Kawhi wasn't staying there long. I mean, from the jump, I knew he wasn't staying.
He didn't even want to go there. They just traded him there for DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah. Ugh.
And
fucking poor DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah. I know he's doing sorry with your Bulls right now. Like, yeah, he's just a guy. You know what was crazy?
He's the best player, bro, and it's like that's not a good thing.
Is it safe to say you think DeMar DeRozan had a Hall of Fame career? Because I wouldn't put him in the Hall of Fame. Not first ballot.
NBA standards, yes.
He ain't first ballot or second ballot. I tell you that much.
Okay. You say that, but NBA standards say otherwise.
Yeah. I just think it like this right here, though, man. They're too small. And they don't have any defenders. When you let all your defenders go, and you have,
you're right. Siakam's literally, he plays center, but he's not built like a center, bro. Like, it's crazy.
He's a power forward, I believe, or a small power forward.
But they play him as a center.
They're just a terrible. They're just a bad team. And come on, man, that's the first franchise you had in history. Kawhi gave you. They should be thankful for what they got.
Yeah. We're thankful.
I mean, even when they had Dwayne Casey, they was going to the Eastern Conference Finals. They had the best records in the East. I mean, they were still, competable. They just played LeBron. They lost to LeBron, and
See, I'm gonna tell you like this. That's another question. How many coaches you think LeBron got fired? Now I'm talking about his team. I'm talking about other coaches he got fired because they could never beat him.
Man, LeBron probably got so many, it's just hard to count. He get his own coaches fired. He got David. He was trying to get Eric Spoelstra fired.
I know you told me that. I said that's crazy.
And Pat Riley said no, I'm not coming down. He got Luke Walton. He got Luke Walton fired. But I don't think Luke Walton is a good coach, though. I don't think.
Yeah, but Luke Walton, he brought you a championship, bro.
No. Luke Walton was as a player. He was a fucking bitch player. I don't think Luke Walton was a starter in the NBA. No. Luke Walton was a coach for LeBron. I knew that wasn't going to work. LeBron.
Wasn't Luke Walton the coach for
the Lakers? Yes.
LA?
Yeah,
he got them a championship.
No, that was Frank Vogel that got that chip. He got Frank Vogel fired.
Oh, that was Frank Vogel.
Yeah, I forgot about it. Frank Vogel got fired.
I forgot. Damn, that's how you know I forgot.
Yeah, he got Frank Vogel fired.
Frank Vogel was a coach. Frank Vogel won them the championship. That's who won. Yeah, Frank Vogel won them the championship. Lasted one more year, and then they got fired. I was like,
yeah, man. So
I'm sorry. LeBron ain't got fucking. Who the hell is this coach?
Darvin Ham.
He said who?
Darvin Ham.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
He's just a guy. He's just a guy. Let me get in a couple more for we finish.
Okay, look at motherfucking Russell out here playing like a man out there.
Oh yeah, he's a man child though. So what's your thoughts on Draymond Green kicking Sabonis and shit though, man?
Bro, can we be honest?
Yes.
There was literally a foul that I saw not yesterday. Was it day before yesterday? With the Brooklyn versus Philly game, and man, it was the same type of play, and no one got suspended. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
I mean, James Harden did. I mean, do you feel like it was for him to get suspended the game and ejected though with Draymond Green? Like, don't you feel like that was excessive though? Like,
That was, and they still won the game.
I feel like Sabonis should have got ejected too. He don't want to grab his leg like he playing football.
I told you, that's what I was telling you. I'm like, Sabonis ain't shit, bro. Sabonis, man, I don't even like Sabonis like that.
I mean, he is a solid player right now. He's playing like goddamn Karl Malone right now out there.
He is, but I mean, Sabonis really ain't done shit.
Nah,
he's having one good year, like you say.
He's been a Jag so far, just a guy.
But I think he can maintain it because I think he's changed his body where he can.
I just think it's the coaching. It's the coaching.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, but I mean, how do you feel about what happened with James Harden getting ejected
That's crazy.
For he did a basketball play, hit the dude in the groin, but he didn't mean to do it.
Who else got suspended that game?
Nick Claxton got ejected for taunting, which was fucking bullshit. Like, man, let them players play.
It was crazy. I said, bro, what is going on here?
Yeah, this is ridiculous. And yeah, and then another thing, because Joel Embiid. What about Joel Embiid missing Game 4, bro? Like, because of his knee problem.
He really was hurt though. Like I tell you, I was watching Game 3. They were whooping his ass, bro.
Yeah,
they literally were playing. They were playing prison ball out there, bro.
They throwing elbows. They playing illegal defense.
Bro, he was like, they legit like were whooping his ass, bro. I was like, yo, what is? I was like, what the fuck?
But it's kind of hard.
I was getting mad. I was like, yo, why is nobody calling fouls, bro?
But don't you think with Joel Embiid being so big like Shaq, it's hard to call foul because he's so damn big?
No. He was they were whooping his ass, bro. Like it was blatant calls, bro. I was like, what is going on here? He went up. They called like one foul that really should have been like an ejection, in my opinion. Where it was I forgot who he kicked in the groin. Joel should have been ejected, and I forgot who he kicked in the groin. Because old boy was taunting him and like
that was Nick Claxton. That was Nick Claxton.
Yeah. Yes, it was. It was a second.
He should have got ejected.
Yeah, but he didn't get ejected until later in the game, because it was the same. It was the same thing. He walked on top of Joel.
No, and Joel Embiid didn't get ejected. Nick Claxton got ejected.
No, I'm saying they should have both been ejected.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Been a flagrant 2 on both ends, in my opinion.
Yeah, they both should have been.
It don't matter now, because now the Nets can go eject their ass back to the couch.
Yeah, man. I know they say Cancun on 4. Cancun on 3. Go on to Cancun, fellas.
Oh my God, who was it? Oh no, dude, it was fucking. Oh my God, basketball side. I remember when Eli Apple was talking bad shit, and they got on his ass, bro, because he was telling people, oh. I remember he was like tell Stephon Diggs and all them, Cancun, because I remember they were talking. He was talking shit to the Bills, and then they lost. No, and then they the Bills lost, and he was talking about Cancun on 3, and then like when they lost to the to the Chiefs the next week, bro. They were on Eli Apple's ass, bro. I've never met a player who's got so much heat in his life. The players and the fans don't like this motherfucker, bro.
Right.
Nobody like Eli Apple. He act like he's good. He's not good.